Hi, Mom. I think I'm recording this right now as a little screen video capture to kind of maybe you can have this to look at later to reference to use the Apple Music. Well, on my computer here it is. If you follow my cursor, this is all I've opened is my iTunes. And maybe to start first, you can just think, okay, click here. There's my library. There it is. Here might be my playlists and things over here. So yeah, feel free to pause this and to look around and to see what we've got set up. That's kind of a neat thing. You'll notice that Apple Music, you'll see as you come along, I'll try to point this out, they have their own playlist that you might look into. So that last screen I was on, I'm going to click on back right there. This is a little one of their playlists they've put together. Now I can't add this right now, but you would see at the top right hand corner of anything like this little cloud dude. It's a cloud dude now because it was a plus sign before, but now it's a cloud because I already hit the plus sign. If I hit the cloud, it'll download, but you don't really need to care or pay attention to that right now. So, this is a place, if you click on For You, this is where there'd be some recommendations. Where Apple might, based off of your music, your preferences, they might, have some recommendations for you, so that you can check it out there. Just kind of a neat little thing. Again, that's in the For You tab. The Browse tab, if we look at that, well, that's kind of, I guess, what we're in there. Wait, no, I don't want to, come on. Anyway, the Browse, well, whatever. It's pretty much the kind of neat thing. If you're interested in any kind of musician, you hear a song, something comes to your memory, you come up here. When you click on the search box, it'll give you two search options. If you have this one selected in blue, that means iTunes will search in your iTunes library. If you have this selected, that means it will search in all of Apple Music. So let's say I want to, I found this guy here, Albrecht Meyer, because he plays the oboe, and I wanted oboe music. So let's say I want to find some let's do clarinet. I want to find some clarinet music. I'm going to type that in and hit enter. And I think it should give me some options. So here's like an album already. Top result, here's some clarinet music. It'll always show you like top search results. It'll show you maybe songs next that match with your search, albums that match with your search, and then as you keep going down, here's some playlists. Look, Apple Music has made a playlist of clarinet music. So I might start to play that. And to play any of these, you just click on the album art. You'll notice as your cursor hovers over it, it'll bring up a little play icon. So you hit it, and then there you go. And it's very pretty music. And maybe you kind of noodle around in there and try these out. And if you decide you like that, this is where you go. As you follow my cursor, you go over to Add. Now, let's say if you were to press that button, where would it go so that you could have it again for future reference? You click on your library because that's where you added it to. Everything you add goes to your library, so you click on it. And you're like, all right, here's music playlists. These would be the ones you have created personally. All right? But Apple Music playlists, these are nice. These are just kind of stored with Apple. It's kind of a cool thing. So that clarinet thing would then show up in this area. Let's start with that, I guess. And that's just kind of a cool thing. And then, here's your library. You want to see your songs, like an older view of what you're used to with iTunes. There it is. Albums, artists, etc. And, and then this is kind of cool. As you continue to add things, if you look at this, if you're continuing to add music, and you're like, well, where did all that new stuff go that I had? You just go to recently added, and it brings all of it up. Kind of a neat little deal. So these are some of the things I have recently added. If you get a chance, she's really good. She's half Maori, Irish, Broadway musical. I mean, she's really good. She's been in Broadway shows all over the world. I think she's LDS too, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, so here's stuff I had recently added. Several months ago, I was like, yeah, let's get everything from Billy Joel. Not listening to that a whole bunch anymore, but anyway, here's the things I've added. So I think that should be a little bit of a basic thing. And then if you want to do like a Pandora kind of situation with your Apple Music, here it is. See, up at the top again, you go to radio. And now you could just use this like Pandora. You go in the search perhaps, and you just search, like swing music. Now that might take you, so okay, that takes you to browse. But at the bottom of browse, there will be, darn it, there will not be, never mind, bad example. But anyway, if we just go back to radio, you see that you can look here. There's some featured stations. These are some stations I had played a while back. And then there's just, well, look at all these genres. There's genres of stations. Let's find a good place for those. Sometimes even oh yeah, sorry. If we rewind, you click here, stations. And then you can look in, there's some hip hop station, pure country. And here's all the genres you can look into and kind of noodle around in there. So hopefully that's kind of helpful right now. We'll just stop it there and talk to you soon.